But anyway, on behalf of my wife and I, we'd like to thank everyone for coming this evening. It really is great to see so many of you here this evening. And I know some of you have travelled a really long way, so many thanks for making the effort and coming and helping us to celebrate our special evening. And on the subject of thanks, I'd like to thank Alison, who stood over there next to Colin. And that's a thank you for putting up with me for 25 years. And let's face it, it can't have been easy with all those long hours at work, day and night. Yeah, she's just playing the smallest violin in the world. Boozy days and nights with the boys. The calls in the middle of the night. Missing the family events. The snoring. And of course, yeah, that is just Alison. But seriously, babe, thank you. I couldn't have done it without your support, so heartfelt thanks. So, silver wedding anniversary, that's 25 happy years. 20 for Alison and 5 for me. She asked me not to say that, but I couldn't resist it. It's my favourite. A lot of you realise and remember that we got married on Saturday, the 10th of July 1993, because you were there. But for those of you that weren't, we got married at St Edmund's Church in Mansfield Woodhouse, which is in Nottinghamshire. And it was a beautiful church for a beautiful bride. And I remember to this day the vicar, David Hull, saying that Alison was too beautiful to not get married in church. And she was. As I say, it's a long while ago. Oh, she's starting to cry now. It's worked. It's worked. It was a long time ago. It's 25 years. Just to give people an understanding of how long it was, I'm going to give you a bit of a step back in time, a bit of a history lesson. So back in 1993, when we got married on the 10th of July, number one was Gabrielle with Dreams. Other number ones that year were Whitney Houston with I Will Always Love You. Shaggy with Oh Carolina. Take That and Lulu with Relight My Fire. And this is not a request list, Phil, by the way. Sorry, there's another Phil here tonight. It's a popular name, not common. And that number one that you'll all remember for the wrong reasons, Mr. Blobby by Mr. Blobby. Yeah. The Prime Minister at the time was John Major. And in January of '93, it was announced in the media that Charles and Diana were going to get divorced. That was really sad for the country. And we were just coming out of a recession. We were just under 3 million people unemployed. Inflation was running at 1.6%. I can't remember all this, I've obviously had to look it up. The interest rates were 12 times higher than what they currently are, at 6%. And that was significantly less than the high it was a few years earlier at 15%. But it wasn't all bad news. Not at all. You could buy a pint of beer for £1.30. It's obviously costing you a lot more than that tonight. So apologies for that. And the other good news was you could get a gallon of petrol for £2.80 or 45 pence a litre. How incredible is that? But it was all relative, of course. The top film that year was Hocus Pocus, and Alison and I watched that only a few weeks ago, and she's still scared of witches. And the bad news for the people in the room, the young people in the room, was that you could buy a house then. The average price of a house was $67,000. All relative though. So, Alison, what can I say about Alison? Alison is beautiful, but she's not perfect. And those people who know Alison well will know she's got two faults. Everything she says and everything she does while football's on. She does not like football. So it's been difficult this last month, as you can imagine. And that's even continued today. She was rushing around to get out to our special room at this hotel that is beautiful. It's a 4-poster bed, but I wanted to watch the football. But she was adamant, no, we're going to go and enjoy this room. And she rushed around that much. She forgot 3 or 4 things that she needed to have. So we got here, I missed the end of the football, and had to knit back for them. But that's marriage. Yeah. So people sometimes say to me, what's the secret of a happy marriage? And I'll say, how the hell would I know? Alison and I will often look at one another and say, you've ruined my life. And she'll reply, but she's not ruined mine. In actual fact, she's made it. Very good. Yeah, she's made it bearable. No, she's made it great. She's made it great. We have had 25 happy years. And we've made 2 great kids, Mitchell and Morgan. And we've had some great times, and it's been a blast. Alison is beautiful on the inside and out. She's loving, she's kind, she's generous. She's a great mother, a great wife. She's got a great sense of humour. Above all else, she can bake. So thanks for the cupcakes. I did help with them. I had to taste every batch that she made, and I helped carry them in here today. But honestly, that's enough really from me, because I stand between you and your food. And I know some of you have been waiting some time. We really do hope that you enjoy your evening. I'd like to thank you again for coming and helping us celebrate. By the way, I think the secret to a happy marriage is finding the right person, and I have. It's about talking to each other, preferably from the same room, and not while football or Grey's Anatomy are on. And it's about having a sense of humour. So finally, would you just please raise your glasses to Alison, to 25 years of marriage, and to the next 25. To Alison. Thank you. Love you both. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the food is now available.